Hello and welcome to most probably the final part of Ape Escape. So now we've just got the TV tower level to do and capture 5 more monkeys and hopefully the final battle after that as well. I don't know if I'll be doing the time trial stuff afterwards or not, or maybe going for all the Spectre coins. I'm not sure yet, so I think this will be the one. It'll at least be covering the finale of the game. So, to get straight into this, just gotta find the other 5, which I did mention about in the last video, I think. Which, again, I've been echoing this a few times. If you're still here, thank you very much for, following all the way through. Been an interesting journey to get to this point. Lots of things I remembered about the game, and at the same time, lots of things I didn't, and a lot of slip-ups along the way, which has definitely been frustrating and interesting, but I mean, I'll be echoing the review of the game. I mean, I've not really got many criticisms. I think the game handles really well still. I think it, okay, apart from the visuals, I think it ages quite nicely. Hey, right. There's nobody around here. No, I think the level design's great, the backtracking. Still, I think it was fun. It's been... Ow. Been fun to actually backtrack to this bit, to these bits and replay the levels. And obviously having the new gadget at disposal, it just makes a slightly different take on some of them. Obviously when you get to levels like this, not quite as much, but... Oh, and the wonderful part is I won't need the... Oh, I won't need the tank. I do like the tank, but at the same time it's not really needed at this point. So let's just break these. I'm assuming I can use this. Yes, I can. Very nice. Is the one up there? That's the real thing I'm wondering. No, I don't think there is. Right. Should be good to carry on. Wow, he took quite a few hits. So I guess it's 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I feel like there's one over there. Where? I mean, it's still creeping around there, so I'm assuming something. Oh, luckily this is so effective. Oh yeah, this area. Remember this from last time. Oh yeah, this bit. Yeah, because I couldn't break it, that was why. Very nice. Ow. That wasn't so nice. Yep, all that just for a ledge. It's a very useful ledge, but a ledge nonetheless. Oh, and stepping stones, I suppose. Oh, it's just a lift coming down. I'm not getting with the shooter. Come on, there's 2 of you there. Wow, okay, they did not look amused at me. Oh! Blown clean off. Whoops. At least knock them down, can't I? In advance, for preparation. Yeah, I should get away with that. I think I've got a healthy amount of lives. I shouldn't fail that drastically throughout the rest of this playthrough. Oh, I can use that to get back up. Ah. I mean, the arrows are pointing up, that's pretty obvious. Oh, the fan blows me clean back. Oh dear. Okay, you 3 are going to be a pain. Right, we can figure this out. Should be able to slingshot and blow up the fan, but that's not an option in this game because logic. Oh, that works. Okay, got one. Is it a life for a monkey? It looks like that at the minute. Just to make sure, yeah, it's just 3. So this fearless and powerful. Awesome computer hack. Okay, all 3 are in this area, right? That makes a lot of sense. Well, no, makes a lot of sense. It's just a huge relief, really. So. I need this to get back up. Yeah, and if I jump, it's game over, isn't it? Yep, I jumped twice as well. I could have just ran back. Alright, 22 lives, right? You know what, this... I'm not going to get through all of these. No way. That's 2 of you. And that opens. Ooh. Wait a minute. Where is it exactly? Ah. Oh. Okay, that was a bit of a delay on my part. But it's open now, so wow, I'm really trading down lives for this. Oh, there's one at the very bottom, eh? Right. Pushing nothing at that point. Oh, gee. Okay, that really escalates in strength. I thought I could just run into it. Okay, I misjudged that one. Like 20 lives. It's not happening. There's no way it's happening where that's going down that fast. So, no to nothing. So, I'm not worried. Hey, get back here. Ah, and that's my way back up. Very good. Very good indeed. Right. Oh, gee, you like hit me. Thank you, that's more like it. Okay, and this time that fan's not going to stop me, so one more to go, and that should be it. So obviously this is like part 2.5 mopping up or whatever. I can't think of a title for that, to be honest. Oh, but it's it's the wrapping up part of the game now for certain. I got pushed back slightly, but it's... Oh, okay. Just like that. Perfect. Yes! And that's mopping up and the monkey catching complete. Ah, wonderful.
You did it.
Yep, 100% complete. That's relevant. Right then.
Spike, we found Spectre. We've programmed the location so you'll be able to select it from the time station. Time's running out. Please hurry. You'll need to leave right away.
I don't need to. If I stop now, I'd still succeed, so... What does that plonk the percentage up to? 81.5, and I've only got 9 Spectre coins left to go if I decide to go for that. Which like I said, I'm going to wrap up with the Spectre fight. And it's the final part now. Now for the finale, finally.
Let's go!
So you finally come. You just won't give up, will you?
Of course I'm here. Someone's got to teach you that you can't conquer the world. Give it up.
You are so irritating. I just don't understand you.
What? What do you mean?
You have all that power and energy. Why not use your powers for something better?
I'd never do anything harmful or destructive. You'll never get me to turn against my friends.
Ugh, you're so naive.
I'm still better than you are.
Yeah, give it a rest. You're still only human. But one more thing.
What now?
How is the man that raised me?
What? You mean the trainer at the amusement park?
Yeah.
Why do you ask? Were you thinking about going back? I think that's a great idea. Everyone will be so happy. I'm sure if you apologize, they'd welcome you back to the amusement park. Let's go.
What? Apologize? That's ridiculous. Why should I apologize? After the way they treated me? I told you I'm never going back. Why should I? I have come across such incredible powers and intelligence that I'm better than they are. I can do anything.
That's not true power. You're being controlled by the peak point helmet. If you knew what was good for you, you'd throw that thing away. Now do it and let's go.
Quiet! I'll prove to you just how great my powers are!
Go ahead, but if I beat you, you get rid of the helmet.
Oh, you won't beat me!
Don't be so sure, Spectre. Here I come.
Now for the finale. Go with this, that's up. Ow. Okay, started off like that, did it? I've got to admit, I like the tune for this fight as well. The simplicity of it is great. It's not a complicated fight, but it's fun enough. And I forgot that goes directly in the middle regardless. Okay, I didn't mean to miss there. And I think this time I need the hoop. Ow. Definite ow. I think that was due to me slipping up at the beginning. Right. Okay, even Spike's tired of that. Ow! What, I did a fight on that. Oh man, slip up galore. On the final fight as well, no less. And back to the super hoop. Just be very aggressive. Smash that shield apart. Oh! That was a cookie. Oh no. I thought that was a cookie. Whoa. Come on. Oh. Okay, I should have just run about before not being as aggressive, but... Oh no! Right. Okay, that's me being careless. Get that ready. Oh, it's invisible walls, right. Should have remembered that. That makes it easier. Like, I never realised that changed the music. Okay, that was me messing about with that. That's still a pretty cool little detail there. I didn't think it would change it for the finale, to be honest. Right, one more phase, and then we'll be on to the second, well, phase 2. Wait, what? That's more like it. It's going much smoother than before, that's for sure. Oh, I think we've got this. Ah, if only. Ow. Got a cookie this time. Things are looking good. And done. Oh, I think we do get a little cutscene at the end. Oh man, a little few stuff was in the finale there. But, oh. I mean, some people don't think it's that great and unlockable, I suppose. just for final boss fight, but the music makes up for it, to be honest, I think. And I like it for just the wrapping up part, really. Oh yeah, I think the stills actually showcase the end. But yeah, like I said last time the credits rolled, I think the game across the board is just great still. I'd recommend anybody to play it, even now. I think it's replayable, very easy. I mean, I've gone through this quite a few times. It's been a few years since I last played it, to be honest, but look to have gaps in between then. Go, you know what, I fancy playing Ape Escape and revisit it like I did now. And then on this instance I thought, you know, do a video. And I'm glad I have. It's been quite a fun journey. And if anybody else has been watching, of course, thank you very much as well. It's been quite good, and if people have been enjoying the way I've been going about it, then even better. And thank you. Or if there's anything you think I could improve on, again, any feedback would be very much appreciated. Because I'd like to try and maybe look into doing PlayStation 1 games a little bit more, because revisiting that console, I mean, it's one I grew up with, and there's just plenty of great games on there still that I think we know that some of the studios are just no longer around, which is a massive shame, or some franchises are not continuing. So I think we're just revisiting some, just that nostalgia feel. It's just very great to go back to. Oh. But yeah, I don't know what else to really add at this point. I mean, I did think I was actually going to get through all the way through. I just thought I was going to do a couple of videos and just stop on this, but I'm happy to actually get my first PS1 game thing done from start to finish as a video. So I mean, even I can just watch back and see. It'd just be nice to watch back and go, oh dear, how could I mess up on things like that? But no, it's been quite fun to revisit without remembering everything, because it just makes it feel fresh in some aspects. Whereas remember every little detail, it can take a bit away. Of course, it can be great if you'd like to do speedruns and that, but that's not my kind of thing as much. And I think we're almost at the end of this, so see if we get a cutscene. Maybe. Well, there we go. So I was sitting there thinking it's taken a while.
Oh no! Look at the time!
We better hurry, or it'll be too late. Hey, wait up!
Wait for me, you two! I said wait!
Oh right, it was that brief a cutscene. Well, the end, which just came up. I think this will take it back to the time station. And I could just save, which I will do now. But I think I'll be adding one more little bit to the end of this. So what percentage does it give me, just to get an idea? Actually, I think I'll be adding two little things onto this. Oh, and the game does reboot. Yep, and everyone now gets to see the whole DualShock analog controller required to play this game. Which, it's great. I mean, I think if you see things like that now, you might be a bit skeptical, but they were trying to introduce a new concept. But heck, this game managed to make analog DualShock such a big thing, and dual thumbsticks for 3D games. It's just great. And it looks like the percentage ended on 83%. So let's have a quick look through the levels for a quick reference, and then I'll go through the last two bits. Yep, so it just gives me a complete there. like I don't know if I will revisit to do time attacks and that. Of course, if people have been enjoying this and people would like me to go and look into it, please let me know, and I may end up doing that as well. So I think I'll first quickly go through the monkey book, do a quick look on the levels, and do a quick flick through so obviously anybody can pause. So I'll just do a sort of transition, so if anybody wants to have a quick read, they can. So now the next area, which, oh, circle, right. I mean, just to add in these sort of things in, I think is great. Definitely adds a bit of a, not a bit, it adds charm to me. I think it's a great idea. It's simplistic, it's nothing complicated, and it gives a bit more personality to it. And some things do reference as well. And also, just if you did scan it before, you might look at someone and go, oh yeah, I remember a certain situation with them. And, I mean, 204 of them? It's quite a lot, really. No, this has definitely been a lot of fun, and I think I might actually look into doing Ape Escape 2 next, because they have that on the PlayStation 4 as well as a fully backwards compatible title in terms of being on the store. So I would look forward to the idea of going on to that as well. The first one is still my favourite overall in the franchise, very easily. Admittedly, I do think maybe some of the control schemes improved maybe in 2, but I think 1 just, I don't know what it is, I think it's just a bit more of the charm for me, which it might be just nostalgia talking. I mean, I think in Ape Escape 2, I think there's 300 monkeys in total, so it's an extra 96 added. And you do have more actual boss fights, which I suppose if I have to say something, this game doesn't have many major boss fights. They're not the most challenging, they're nothing to worry about too much. I mean, I slipped up a bit earlier, but it was nothing that was struggling. It was a few minutes really, but I think it's what something that 2 did do, and did add more boss fights, and obviously more of the monkeys are involved in the boss fights as well. But this one, it's just I don't know, I just like all these little details and all these little things unlocked. Feels like a lot more when going through one at a time, that's for sure. Also, I like how all the areas, well, it was going through different areas to keep the, by the time you've done 3 levels, you kind of get a feel for that region, I suppose, or that area. So I thought, you know, revisiting new areas each time definitely made the game feel fresh. And just slowly transitioning from like, historical to current to futuristic, I thought was great. And obviously unlocking the mini games, which they're not anything spectacular, but I don't think they're bad. I think it's a nice little addition and a nice extra unlockable just to have available. And I think how the game encourages use of all the gadgets is always good. I mean, I have a few personal favourites, my main one being the Skyflyer, which I really like. And there's something I like about the RC car as well. I mean, there's none that I think are bad. I think they're all good in their own way. It feels so weird to go through all these now. I mean, I suppose if I had to say one thing that's a bit strange is without the time attacks, your game save would be pretty much done. Because there'll be nothing else to backtrack to. Of course, then it's a case of just starting a brand new game. Oops, I went too quick on that. So, I think the time attack actually on that in as well. Now, looking in hindsight, it's probably why. So if you want to replay any level at any point, with everything intact you can, and I don't think time attack stops you anyway. It's not like you've got a strict time to get it done in. So, yeah, it basically makes any of your levels still playable in every way. Yep, and that's all the monkeys in the game. All their own little personality. I think the last thing I'm going to finish on is showing the final minigame to wrap this up, the Galaxy Monkey minigame. Oh, which yeah, actually just quickly show, I mean, if I'm dragging this on, sorry in advance. But essentially this was the gadget room, so if you ever need to retry any gadgets for any reason. Yeah, as it's going to give me a tutorial here. If you forget how to use a gadget. It feels really bizarre. But it's a nice little touch nonetheless, and I remember this more from the demo than anything else. Weird that I remember it more from the demo than the main game. But then again, I kept replaying the demo anytime I could, which I think I really like about old demo discs. So we already had a try on this one, which I'm not as keen on. This one, I find fun enough. This is the one, probably my favourite one out of the three. So I'll do a quick round on this. And my favourite thing is it uses the boss music as well. And it's got 2-player. But it is essentially a twin stick shooter, which I mentioned about before. So left thumbstick to move, right thumbstick to shoot. Got your basic upgrades. Nothing complicated about it. But I like the fact it has the music there as well. Just because of that, and I mean, as a kid I kept replaying this a lot because of that. So I'll see how far I can get for this to wrap it up. And also, like I said, a little monkey in the UFO, you know, the UFOs that were a pain. And if we had to fight them like that in the story, this would have been an absolute nightmare. I mean, if they had this much kind of firepower. But I mean, I think it's great having adding a little twin stick shooter in as a mini game. I think it's great. Again, as you're getting further in levels, things definitely get a lot more resistant. And nothing more enemies come about. I don't think actually anything gets more resistant, I think it's just more come about. I mean, I've got to admit, I think out of all the tracks in the game, this is the perfect track to have. I don't know why, I love it. Oh boy, 4 directions now. I can at least beat the high score anyway. I've got the lives for it, so... Uh-oh. Oh. I'll beat the high score at least. And I got hit as I said that. Good thing I've still got all these lives. Bit of a rough road to recovery one, trying to get the power-ups there. That'll do, back on track. And I beat the high score, good. As long as I've done that. Obviously it's just a generic high score for the first one, but you know. Oh boy. Oh, not again. Okay, this is my last life. Level 31. Oh, I've only got one single shot. Oh no. Right, double shot, that'll do. Oh no! Game over. Right, I'll exit that now. So, yeah. Got up to this now, so and I just managed to knock my Echo Dot somehow before finishing this. But anyway, I'm still gonna keep that in for some reason. But to end the note anyway, thank you very much for anybody who's tuned into this series. I've had a lot of fun doing it. I hope people have enjoyed it, and if you've got any little issues or any big issues, please let me know, and I'll see what I can do for any of the future series as well. I'll even take any suggestions for games to have a try, or revisit any old PS1 games, because for some reason I'm having a nostalgia feel at the minute. So again, thank you very much for everybody tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.